did you authorize this?
Iris Bounty, of course.
In a galaxy far, far away. Well, actually, it's right here in the metaverse.
Wait, where's my crew? Why am I making all the decisions alone?
Meet Captain Jenkins. He used to think running a galactic empire solo was cool. He was wrong.
This is exhausting!
But there's a better way. Introducing the Star Atlas DAO, where democracy meets the final frontier.
I propose we increase mining rewards.
I second this motion.
All in favor of not letting Jenkins make decisions alone anymore?
Now I can focus on what I do best, looking cool in my captain's chair.
With Star Atlas DAO, you have the power.
I just voted on fleet composition. I feel so democratic.
I help decide resource allocation. My polis tokens actually matter.
But wait, there's more! State your polis now and receive voting rights on major decisions, a voice in the galactic economy, the warm, fuzzy feeling of decentralization, bragging rights at space cantinas.
What'll it be? I'll take a Cosmic Cosmo. And did I mention I'm part of the Star Atlas DAO governance?
Don't just take our word for it. Here's what DAO members are saying.
I've invested in 17 different galaxies, and I can honestly say this is the most engaging governance system I've encountered.
I went from space dictator to space democrat, and my crew actually likes me now.
Stake your polis, join the discussions, vote on proposals, be the change you want to see. The future of Star Atlas is in your hands. Will you be a passive observer or an active participant in the greatest democratic experiment in gaming history? The metaverse, where every voice matters, every vote counts, and every polis token is a step toward true decentralization. Plus, it's way more fun than being a space dictator.
Trust me, I'm a council member.
Star Atlas DAO Democracy in Space. Side effects may include increased civic engagement, compulsive proposal reading, and overwhelming desire to discuss governance at social gatherings. Consult your local space lawyer before staking. Past galactic performance does not guarantee future universal domination.
It should be a
build around it.
Right,
Strong number.
Yeah, there's no tournaments, right? Nobody's building tournaments. There's no community. I'm in the Discords right now.
And Alpha, we are live, and Nord almost spilled that Alpha.
Almost.
Yes,
Almost.
our big team lead has been interrupted because I do not want to leak the amazing stuff we have in store for all of you. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Star Racer. I'm Nopera. I'm gonna be your play-by-play caster, and accompanying me, not as usual, but such a pleasure, is gonna be my color caster Meds. And as
Hey,
usual,
everyone.
we're receiving the opening remarks from our charismatic team lead, because the charismatic director is not here, so we get to call Nord the charismatic one this time.
That's right. That's right.
Take it away, Nord.
I'll take it. And yes, yeah, thank you for cutting me off. Right, too much alpha.
Yes, sir.
That's good. I'll take it. No, this should be fun. So like I said, I'll be the charismatic one, I guess, for a couple minutes today. I appreciate it. So today we're doing the third and final iteration of the season 1 for Star Racer with SPS. So should be a lot of fun. We'll see where the actual stats end up here at the end of day. But I think we've had a lot of movement between the weeks, which has been pretty cool. I don't know, Napera, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think we had some of the folks actually changed the leaderboard up just between week 1 and week 2 already. I think Dakota and King Buddha and a few of those have been kind of back and forth as far as the leaderboard goes. So should be exciting. I think it'll be, we'll have some good matches here. The few of those guys are going to be right out of the gate. I think, as I mentioned, King Buddha and Dakota are in the first, I think they're in the first matchup, right? The first heat. So we'll kind of see how it goes. But yeah, should be a lot of fun. This will be the end of the tournament. We've got some bigger prizes because we've been running it for 3 weeks straight. And we'll make sure that all the participants who've been with us for all 3 weeks get something at least out out of the deal, which is great. But yeah, some big prize packages. I think a lot of fun, good competition, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes indeed. Thank you so much, Nord, for that beautiful opening. And no, Skull Crusher, I did not bully Morango to leave. Thank you, Nord. We're going to be taking it from here. And yeah, Morango is not here, but I get to cast alongside my boy Meds. Don't tell Morango that I'm pretty happy with how things turned out today. Actually, I will miss Morango, no doubt about it, everybody. We all will miss Morango, but she's coming back next week, so don't think that we abandoned Morango. We're never abandoning Morango. No, that is not a clip.
No, we didn't.
That is not a clip. That is not a clip, Skull Crusher. And also, yeah, what Nord was referring to, funny enough, guys, Dakota wins this if he finishes 3rd or higher. The flip he was talking about was Dakota did not have the best start on the first week, and then he flipped all the way back up to 1st place with 22 points. We'll be seeing the points and the scoreboard of the standings here in just a minute. It was crazy. It was one of the wildest comebacks, lads. It was one of the wildest comebacks I've seen.
Wild remontada, bro.
Pretty much, man, because on week 2, I saw Dakota putting in all the work and effort needed to actually come back and absolutely dominate, as we see at the scoreboard here. Dakota, 22 points, Sakhalin with 16, Jimmy tying up Sakhalin on 16. Jimmy and Sakhalin are both coming after Dakota, and they're not that far off at all. Remember, Sakhalin wins this. If he is 1st and Dakota's 4th, they'll basically have a duel as a tiebreaker. So that basically we figure out who's gonna be able to win this, and Jimmy can win directly if he finishes 1st and Dakota finishes 5th or lower than this. So everybody here still has a shot. Almost everybody still has a shot. However, keep in mind, even those that you see at the bottom of this scoreboard are still some of the best racers that the Star Atlas community has to offer. And we have seen incredible, tremendous effort from all of these racers. We're very thankful for all of your participations in our tournaments, which will keep coming, keep getting bigger in both reach, quality, prizes. Everything's just going to keep getting bigger, and there's a lot more to come. I don't know why I think Nopera should be at the right of my screen.
So we have different scenarios, different possibilities, but the only factor that is there for 100% is excitement.
That's pretty much what we can guarantee for y'all, folks. That is pretty much what we can absolutely guarantee for everybody here. Thanks for cheering, bro. Also wish you best of luck. I'm trying to keep up with this wild chat. You guys are awesome tonight. Hash Panda, you get in that 1st place. Dakota. Hash Panda seems to be putting his faith in the... seems to be putting his faith in Dakota here tonight. Hash Panda, you put up quite the fight. You even saw you absolutely dominate in Clash of Titans at the end of last year, but this season hasn't been your best. However, there will be a very huge tournament that's coming up that Nord did not leak, but I'll be leaking here shortly. That will take place not next week, but potentially the week after that. So there's Morango, mucha facha. We were definitely not talking about you at all. And you better buy the right for welcome. All right, thanks for cheering, bro. Wish. These are the standings for race 2. Now, aside from the standings of last week, let me walk you guys through the matches that we have set for this week. You see, this week is quite an intense match because off the bat, the very first match 1 contains a heated race where we're going to be seeing King Buddha, Dakota, and Jimmy go off with Daenerys on the same track, which is a pretty insane lineup. That's a lineup that's, might be a tournament decider off the bat. If Dakota gets last place somehow, then...
It's like starting with a finale.
Pretty much. It's like starting with the finale because we got 3 of the best racers. We got the 1st placer and the 2nd placer. Wait, I think he's tied for 2nd place. So, and then you have the 3rd placer all in one match. So it's like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. The only person that's missing from this race is Sakhalin. If Sakhalin was in there, then that's it. Like you have a final right then and there off the bat. But Sakhalin will be the Joker, the wild card that's sitting on another race. And he might take it away.
He might pull something.
I
He
think
might pull
Daenerys has
something.
the ability to sabotage here. If Daenerys beats Dakota hard and crushes his points, Sakhalin in the other match will not have to face the wrath of Daenerys, and he'll have a shot at more points. So that might be the exit out of it. That might be what's gonna play in his favor. $10 Morango stays in the trunk of Daenerys till tomorrow. Wait, what? Oh, Daenerys always has something in the trunk of the car, right? That's what she was saying last stream. Is it Morango this time? Is that why Morango? Did Morango not make it tonight because she's in Daenerys' trunk? Is that what happened?
Oh,
Daenerys?
that could be a thing.
Yeah. Morango says she'll be listening. Well, I don't know. Morango, blink twice. Ah, there we go. She's screaming for help. She's screaming for help. Brother, alright, now we know what's gonna slow Morango down. What's gonna slow Daenerys down. But it's okay. It's okay. Daenerys can still go through it. We're very excited for this very first matchup. Just trying to see if we're ready and locked in for that matchup or not. We are starting. How's the match going?
While you doing that, Nopera, let me let everyone. I mean, I didn't get the chance to properly introduce myself. So everyone, I'm Oxmed, and I actually do a lot of things in SPS on the back end, but today I'm gonna be filling the shoes of the beautiful Marengo. I'm probably not as beautiful as her, but please bear with me. So.
Well.
Yeah.
You do so much around SPS that I was so sure that I already introduced you on other streams and that you already casted other streams. Is this the first time that the public gets access to the meds that runs around in the back end? Do you remember, guys? We can
at least on the mainstream. I think I did something very early, but it was a secondary event. And I've never had the chance to be casting the main one, but it's a great pleasure, a great honor, and
it's my honor to have your first time be with me.
The honor is all mine, my brother.
Yeah, all right, that suits me, man. That suits me. I blab a lot. You're good to ground me as well. That's gonna be very, very nice. I think that's gonna make a very good duo.
All right.
That's gonna be very, very awesome. So as you can see, the players are getting ready and getting set. Still waiting to see if we're gonna be getting an ID code right here to access this matchup. Let's see. We will see what will happen here. Match links, no. Streamer, blah, blah. Right, well, we do have access to the other
I think
the other
the race
spectators.
is
There
about
we
to
go.
start.
Oh, now I remember.
Race started, and Daenerys is taking the lead. Opera, look at that.
It is that wild card that's gonna take effect. I think they're already.
Oh,
right, there we go.
That was a hell of a move.
There we go. Alright, there we go. Daenerys is still in that lead. Still choosing the Kaliko's cut despite claiming that it was a bit slower than the Opal Jet on those turns. I am quite surprised that she's sticking with it, but she probably needs something this big if she's gonna fit Morango into the trunk, right, Mads?
Yeah, it feels good. I don't know about the Opal Jet. Me, myself, too. I'll go for the Scud. It's just, it feels like aerodynamically or something feels better or feels less weird.
Cooler.
Yeah. And it does look cooler. Yeah.
Yeah. The Opal Jet kind of looks like a mosquito to me.
Look at where she's cutting.
Yeah, man, she knows the tracks, she knows the cuts by now. She's had so many races with so many top racers in so many tournaments that she's chimed into week after week. Daenerys is somebody that has almost never missed a single week of Super Phoenix Sports races, and she is very much a commendable person for that, because she is the only one that has done so much to be able to compete with King Buddha on this grand stage here, where King Buddha's only beating by the boosting timers. Jimmy trying to catch up around the corner, but Daenerys has the really clean cut. Did she just send him flying?
No, I think he tried to cut from the inside and got knocked by a bump. And that was a nice try. That was a nice try to get that position. Meanwhile, if you hit something on the road, yeah, that might slow you down a little bit.
Yeah, I agree, but I did not expect the bump that he's taking.
Yep.
However, like
that was a nice try.
It really was, and he did make that second try count as he went straight on for that second cut and still manages to get a lead over Daenerys. Daenerys pushed back to third, pushed back to fourth as Dakota. Remember, guys, why are we treating Dakota like the wild horse in this game when he's supposed to be the one at the top? He's supposed to not get last place here, because if he gets last place here, he's in a world of trouble. He does not want 5th place. He knows there's a hungry Sakhalin and Jimmy both targeting his positioning. Dakota is weirdly... Is that the confidence? Is that the confidence of winning, Meds? Is he full now? Is he not hungry anymore?
I don't know, but I think that he might feel comfortable with the leads he has. I think it's the wrong thing to do. You need to keep that aggressiveness until the last race, last lap. You can't slack. If you slack, someone hungrier will take it from you.
That's pretty much it. That's what we're seeing here. We're seeing a hungrier, meaner, fiercer Jimmy and King Buddha. Absolutely throwing Dakota in the dust here in an unexpected fashion, because we haven't seen Dakota be treated like this in a long time. This is a flashback from the first week, man. This is what we had on the very first week of these races. Dakota might have been caught off guard a little by the map being reverse. Are you sure they're racing in reverse though? I don't think they are.
I don't think they are. No.
They're not racing in reverse. What do you mean, Hash Panda? They're racing the right track. Wait.
Oh,
yeah, they are racing in reverse.
Are they?
Yeah, this is reverse mode. I just realized it.
Is it?
They are.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
I've seen.
It is. I've seen this map so many times. I've casted this map so many times, and yet, to me, it looked normal until I saw the curve that is usually taken from the other side. This race is being played in reverse.
That's why maybe Dakota. This is why Dakota is having a hard time maybe to hit his les repères. I was about to say in French.
Yeah, the references that he made by memorizing the track. Exactly, and you know what? That also explains why King Buddha is in the front. Because King Buddha, back in Clash of Titans, all the racers were less skilled than they are now. They were skilled, but they didn't have the map memorization that they have now. So because of that, it ended up in a way where King Buddha was the best at pacing his boosts. He always had a spare tank of boosts, and that would allow them to be so good that nobody could compete with them. And then Dakota, Jimmy, and Sakhalin, all three of them beat King Buddha because they had the better pathing than him. They had the track like toned down to like by the second. They shaved off all the seconds that they needed to shave off, and made sure to have the proper pathing that allows them to win over King Buddha, and that's what sent King Buddha flying there.
I think the most important thing is to really manage your boost very well, because when you get to the point where you start shaving seconds and milliseconds each and every lap, finding the best paths, the best way to cuts on certain turns and whatnot, everything relies on details, and one of the major factors is definitely the boost.
Yes, it is definitely the boost, and we have the finishers. The boost is what boosted King Buddha to first place, 5 minutes and 38 seconds. Dakota managing to swipe second place and qualifying for the final match. Dakota's win is looking more and more probable. If Jimmy had gotten that second place, Dakota's win would not have been as possible as it is now. But however, actually, it was Dakota in third place. The reason I confused it is because Jimmy finished in 5 minutes, 45 seconds, and 21 milliseconds. Whereas Dakota finished in 5 minutes, 45 seconds, and 26 milliseconds.
Literally 4 milliseconds. 4. God,
5 milliseconds
that's
between
insane.
second place
5, sorry,
and third
but
place.
It's insane.
Still, it's not
Yeah.
humanly possible. I saw them cross together, and in my brain, I'm like, Dakota definitely crossed first, right? Because it's Dakota.
It's
But Jimmy,
insane.
he's gonna be in so much
He
pain
stole
about
those points
five,
from him.
5 milliseconds. And to what player? To Dakota, the one at the top, the one that needed every point so badly. Jimmy swipes him and goes on to second place. Jimmy making sure he's still in the fight, making sure he's keeping this alive. I did not expect that. I did not expect that upbeat, and for it to be this close on the first match, that was insane.
That's a very good one. Very good first race.
It was. Dakota needed third or higher finish to win this, but Dakota can't get third or higher anymore because now he's got to play in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th placement match. So it's up to Jimmy to finish. If Jimmy finishes first here today, and Dakota finishes, like, basically Jimmy has to finish in first because Dakota's guaranteed to finish 4th or less. So if Jimmy finishes in first place tonight, Jimmy will have to go through a tiebreaker. But if Dakota finishes 5th or lower, then Jimmy wins the tournament tonight. However, King Buddha can win by finishing in first place and Dakota being in 6th. We might have to see a tiebreaker here tonight, I think, Meds.
Well,
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
We can only speculate for now, but from what just happened now, I believe Dakota has to get back onto his aggressiveness that we have seen last races, and that bring him this far, and he has to hang in because he's so close to the finish line. It is not the right moment to slack. You need to be on it and locked in.
Yes, he does. He at least needs a 4th place.
Meanwhile-
and as you can see, guys, we're gearing up
Meanwhile-
for the very second match.
5 milliseconds. I mean, that's more luck.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, I guess, but like, you know, sometimes people say, "What is luck? Isn't it putting yourself in the proper position to expose yourself to chances?" Like at the end of the day, it's very unfortunate that it came down to luck. However, I do wish he didn't let it go down to luck. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Second match-
when the race was going, he was 4th, and the whole peloton was distancing him, and he made it to almost second position from where he was on like
True.
the second lap.
True.
I think
That's very
that's
true.
already so he missed his start, but he managed to come back strong
And
on that
almost
first
caught
race.
back up. And
Yep.
almost got it. He almost caught it back up. You're right.
That's
Second
skill right
matchup.
there.
Second matchup is also very dangerous, Mads. We have Hash Panda, we have
Mhm.
Draco, we have Sakalin, and Zinc.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 names are incredible. Sakalin, however,
champions.
is one to watch for one specific reason. If Sakalin closes this down as first place, and Dakota, after his finish, he needs 4th to at least, like, he needs to win the 3rd match. Dakota needs to be first place in the 3rd match, like in the match after this one, or else his chances are really gonna start sinking of winning the whole tournament. So Dakota, you have to pull it back. You have to assemble the courage and put everything you have into that one last zoom
Drink a
out.
coffee, drink a Monster,
Yeah.
get something,
Maybe.
get back on it.
Get it
You're
going.
so close to the final line. This is not the time to slack. Everything has
Not
to
at
be
all.
perfect, like a Swiss watch. A Swiss watch, right?
Yeah.
Every step, every acceleration, every boost, every movement, left and right, everything is calculated to be optimized to perfection almost. So Yep.
That is gonna be very interesting to see. Not gonna lie, and
This
we're
one too,
almost. It's almost time, and the one I'm keeping my eyes on the most is Sakhalin. Sakhalin getting a first place on this one is gonna change the whole game. It's gonna send a message to Dakota, and the message says, "Get first place on that third match, or somebody's gonna leave you in the dust."
Yep.
That's the message that Sakhalin's gonna send if Sakhalin chooses.
I think we're having a little graphic problem with Hash Panda. He's stepping on top of the ship. I don't know if you can see
That's his
that.
character. That's a little UI. Oh, he's saying hi. He's waving hello. The waving button works hilarious. That is awesome. Now, keep in mind, guys, Star Atlas is still under development, and some of these bugs do happen from time to time. However, we do enjoy casting and hosting these tournaments. So thank you, Star Atlas DAO, for helping us make this possible, as well as all our other sponsors. And we're off to a warm start. Why do I not see Sakhalin's name on that board? Did Sakhalin not no-show today? Was Sakhalin a no-show today? That is something I want to find out.
Oh,
No
that's a very
way.
good question. I can't answer that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Meanwhile, the race has started. And
Looking
have
here, I
Zing.
believe Sakhalin is a no-show today. Interesting enough. He was so close. Second place tied up. That's Jimmy's chance opened up, and that's my boy Hash Panda's chance to scale up that board even more. Zinc.
something
Stop?
happened with the
I was having a good time until you all passed me. Morango is heavy in the trunk. Alright, looks like they're gonna reset that race and reset that server.
Sorry,
so
everyone.
bear with us
for,
while we reset. Yes, that is okay. I hope. Let's hope that Sakhalin actually is here. We restart. Sakhalin is here. Thankfully.
there you
Thank
go.
God.
So maybe that's
Thank
exactly
God.
why we stopped the race. Probably
That is exactly
he
why
didn't
the
get a
server
chance
reset.
to get in. Yeah.
Yes. No, he got in. Apparently, he got booted
Oh.
from the server, so that's why we're having to reset. Yeah, happens every once in a while. That's why we're here. That's why we're. Go Arman, go Onizuka. Arman beats time. Absolute freaking nail biter cinema to last. Less than 1 meter 50. Who's less than 1 meter 50? You were probably talking about Meds. Yes, Meds is very short. I've seen him in real life. Very, very short. I'm kidding. It's actually the opposite, guys. But yeah.
I mean, if you want to know, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah. Meds is like, huh? Hi. You know, like that's the kind of
220 pounds.
yeah. All right. Morango says I'm 1 meter 56. All right. All right. So, even like Morango would like Jimmy sending Minecraft creepers creeping in the chat. He needs what bottle? Jimmy, that was a great race, buddy. 5 milliseconds on Dakota. I bet Dakota. You made Dakota smash his keyboard. I bet. There's no way I would have stayed sane if you took away my lead on 5 millisecond seconds. There is absolutely no way I'd stay sane. I wouldn't stay in my right mind. You did do amazing though, Jimmy. That was an incredible race, buddy, and I'm happy to have watched it. Just to join. All right, we are loading up. It seems, with Sakhalin included. It is coming up. All right, that is pretty great.
We have Sakhalin, Draco, Hash Panda, and Zinc. Right.
Right.
I think we have everyone now, and we're almost ready
Draco,
to
Zinc, Hash
start
Panda,
the race.
Who are you rooting for in this one, Mads? I'm curious. I never see your favorites. I always hear Morango's favorites.
Well, I don't want to root for someone in particular, but I believe that the person that has the highest probability of turning Dakota over is definitely Sakhalin.
That's true. Statistically speaking, he is on the board.
Yeah.
He's the one closest.
Absolutely.
S-
So, from a probability perspective, like if I was going to put a bet on Super Phoenix Sports, for an example, I would definitely put my money on Dakota first and Sakhalin second. That's what I would do. But in the meantime, I believe everyone has a chance, and that's what makes these last races very exciting because there's still opportunities for everyone to upgrade their positions from here.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot of opportunities to get bigger opportunities. We see Dakota wanting a check on his finish. 5 milliseconds. I don't blame you for wanting a check, buddy.
Now it's Zing that made it out of his ship, and he's dancing on top of it. Okay.
Oh, what? No, I think that's someone else. Because if it's
that's someone
Hashpan the
else?
second, yeah, I think that's someone else. That's not a bug. That's someone else riding the ship of Zinc, and saying hi to us. That's probably Draco. Draco's the only one without a ship here. That's probably Draco. I mean, it could be either Draco or our server operator, but I don't see Draco on there, so that's definitely Draco. Race is starting now.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, and we're set and ready. We have Sakhalin in the lead.
Starts
In a
tight.
solid lead. Starting very tight and very fast.
Ooh,
However,
look at that boost.
Zinc with a crazy overtake on that boost.
It's fighting for that first position.
It is. It's gonna be neck and neck for a while, and those turns will decide it. However, you've been watching the races from the back end, Zinc with another overtake, and we all know Sakhalin is good around those corners. He might be outdone by some of the boosts, but once the corners get tight, we know Sakhalin will get him right. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have something going. However, that bump into that rock is gonna slow him down immensely as he creates a tiny bit of a gap between him and Zinc getting a comfortable lead. Hash Panda chasing after Sakhalin, almost getting the handle on him. Draco is not that close to Hash Panda, I believe. Oh, he is. It is neck and neck. What the frick? English is crying in the corner, everybody. Draco with a Calico Scud. Not that freaking far.
I believe that at this level of the competition, you can't bump on anything that's there. If you bump, you pretty
look
much
at that!
Oh, yeah, that's
You
crazy.
jinxed that bump. That was Meds has the jinx ability too. Let's
My
go.
first caster jinx. Hey,
His
Marengo,
first
that's for
caster
you.
Jinx. That was for you, Marengo. Draco bumped as soon as Meds mentioned it, and that's
you can't.
Yeah, that's you can't. Honestly,
At
now
this
now
level
the
of the competition, you can't.
Marengo watched that live. Let's freaking go. Zinc and Sakhalin neck and neck and fighting over first place. They're almost halfway through the race. And I don't see Sakhalin's corner giving him that much of an advantage when it comes to as many open roads as this one has, because Zinc definitely has an edge when it comes to boosting and when it comes to speed. Acceleration, top speed seems to be getting a grip over Sakhalin's steering ability and corner cutting, because this gap is growing and growing. I think Sakhalin still has a chance, man? Like, Sakhalin still can win this. Second place, he means he still guarantees a spot on the final race, which means he still guarantees a chance to get first place here tonight. And if he gets first place here tonight, then Dakota, even if he wins the next race, he's gonna have to tie break with Sakhalin. And if he doesn't, Sakhalin gets this.
Yep.
So remember, what's on the stakes for Sakhalin is not first place or nothing. Second place gets him where he needs to be.
And I'm looking at how Sakhalin attacks those turns, and it's really close to perfection. And there's that little drift, and then you see the camera really flowing smoothly with the turn. That means that there's a lot of technique and skill here to really have the best control on how that ship performs around those turns. And Exonade has a zone where it's turn, overturn, 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 and you don't get enough space to use your boost. So, and yeah, what I'm seeing from Sakhalin is absolutely good. Meanwhile, I think that third position right now makes it a little harder for him at this point of the race. I think we're at the second lap now. And
yeah. One more hit across the finish line, they're gone. But Sakhalin's still gonna be able to preserve that second place if he keeps on taking those tight turns, because you see this open space on the water, this little swampy open space is exactly where Zinc grows an immense gap that Sakhalin tries to close later on with all these turns. The zone you were mentioning just now in Exonade is that's the zone where he closes the gap. Like we're seeing him right now, the gap between him and Zinc just closed because there's no more open space. The turns are taken and Sakhalin is closing in, but then they go up to an open space right after this little shortcuts that Sakhalin just didn't risk anymore. He used to risk going in between those statues.
I would have taken that risk because you're lacking a few seconds here, and maybe it was worth
he
the
doesn't
bet.
need the first place though, because it qualifies him to last match. Maybe he should just play it safe.
Absolutely true. He's playing it safe.
Like, because if he takes that risk and bumps, he might lose his second place.
He could lose
pretty
everything.
much. He might lose his second place, and if he loses his second place, he loses the final match. And the final match
That
is
makes
what will
absolute sense.
get him. So the strategy is on point. I believe that the strategy is on point with this one. Not sure if he can catch up to Zinc with all those turns. Open space is coming up, and the gap will keep increasing. Hashpan does not showing signs of catching up to Sakhalin, as the gap is immensely, not immense, but immense enough for Zinc to finish in first. Sakhalin finishes right after him in second. Hashpanda third, and Draco is gonna be closing it in as fourth. There was 2 seconds. That gap between Sakhalin and Zinc was 2 seconds. That's how much it was. 2 seconds and 4 milliseconds.
2 seconds in racing is an eternity, right? It's not the 5 milliseconds that we have seen earlier. And
That is true.
what was really impressive coming out of Zinc is his consistency. His consistency was on point. No bumpings, best possible shaving routes for those turns. Great job, Zinc. Great job. That was impressive.
Yeah, it was.
And I think that Sakhalin played a safe bet just to move to the next round, like you said. So it makes absolute sense. Instead of taking a chance to bump on something, I'll just make sure I'll get to the next stage and make sure that those points are coming in.
Yes, I would make sure as well. And Sakhalin is just
It was a great
guaranteed a spot. It sure was. I mean, it's always bound to be a great race when you see names like these. It's like we've watched an incredible
This is the creme
amount
brulee, guys. The creme brulee.
Exactly, the cream of the crop of the Star Atlas community. That's what we're watching here in these final moments of the Star Racer Season 1 with Super Phoenix Sports. And remember, guys, if you're enjoying these tournaments and you're enjoying being here with us and watching these tournaments, and you want to take more of an action into how those tournaments go, and you want to help us make these tournaments happen, and you want to contribute to Super Phoenix Sports, make sure to hit us up on the Discord with all of your ideas and however you would like to contribute. And we will make sure to respond immediately. Morango's asking what you're drinking, Meds. Oh, coffee. Coffee, that's what he's drinking. He's drinking coffee. Your mic is not working right now. But, yeah, that was coffee. I think yeah, there we go.
Yes.
I hear you now. Nope. We lost you.
Hey.
We lost. There we go. Nope. Almost. Almost. We're almost there. Yes, coffee is the drink of the champions, Morango. Indeed. That race was so intense, it freaking blew up Metz's mic. That's how intense that race was. Oh, there we go. I hear that evil laugh.
I think it's my headset is dying on me.
Oh, man.
So sorry about that. But it's coffee that I'm drinking, Morango.
Well, I would be on
Espresso.
I would DM Sakalin right now to get you a new headset because Sakalin is looking closer than ever to winning tonight's race, a winning Star Racer Season 1, and that is gonna be pretty insane. Morango wants you to laugh again. That's not how it works, Morango. We don't see like laugh and then he laughs. You know, you have to make him laugh, and that's how he laughs. But yeah,
it's not an evil laugh. I mean, I hope it's not. I mean, it's just how I do it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, looks like we are gonna go straight to match 3, and we are ready to go. No halftime break this time. Match 3 is gonna be straight up, and we got some insane names. We see the reunion of the Chimera family. Yes, even if Morango's not here, I will proudly mention Chimera.
Chimera.
Yes, sir, and I don't have the cap, but I'm good at remembering good people.
Vamos, Chimera!
Yes, and Chimera is definitely good people. Play for Oxmed headset. Brother, that got me. That one got me. Dakota's gonna crush it. I mean, Morango, he has to crush it. He has no other choice. He has no choice. Dakota needs a first place placement in this one. If Dakota does not score a first place placement on this one, he's in so much trouble because, and even if he does, secondly winning first place is gonna lead to Dakota having to play a tiebreaker. You know, even Jimmy winning a first place is gonna lead to Dakota.
That could be crazy if that happens.
Man, if Dakota gets 5th and under, we're not gonna see a tiebreaker. But if Dakota wins first place here, right, like right now, if he wins first place, the chances of us seeing a tiebreaker, in my opinion, is like 60-70% chance we're gonna see a tiebreaker.
Real? Okay.
Yeah, because there's two guys, Sakalin and Jimmy. Both of them, Jimmy already won, and Sakalin qualified. They both qualified to the final match. If either of those guys wins first place, and Dakota wins first place now, then either of these guys is gonna have to play a tiebreaker with Dakota. So there's two people that are very likely to win because we've seen Sakalin's cutting lines. I mean, to be fair, Zinc can turn the table around. Zinc has done something incredible in the last match, and
Zinc showed a lot of strength and consistency. And also, he managed that boost almost perfectly. That was insane. It was perfect laps, to be honest with you. I was looking at the timer and whatnot. Perfect laps, one after the other. I think he had some hard time at the very beginning when he had to fight for his first position. But as soon as he took that first position, he had a small lead. He was able to manage just a best consistency possible, and that landed the first place, right?
Yes, that is true. Jimmy, you might have the most wins, but I think you had the points. You'd be, I don't know if they're gonna do the tiebreakers gonna be most wins can't count instead of the race. Well, that's up to the refs and that's up to the team. I'll let you know if it happens. That might be the case, Jimmy. I'm not sure if they will count most wins. They should have probably documented it somewhere, but yeah, I think they have, and that's why I'm saying that. But we're underway with the third race with Panda, my boy Panda, leading the race. Daenerys shortly in second, and Dakota flying over everybody. Panda trying to maintain his lead. Dakota's hungry. There we go. That's the Dakota we know.
That's what you want to see.
And, oh yeah. That's what I want to see, because Dakota might cause a ruckus if he wins this one. He might force everybody into a tiebreaker. He might be, I did not forget how to be hungry, but Panda is one of my bros, and Panda has been absolutely dominant in so many games. I've seen Panda absolutely destroy games like all over the space, whether it was Web 3, Web 2, amazing shooter, and Star Atlas is what taught me that Panda is actually an incredible racer. However, is he incredible enough to take on the infamous Dakota? That's what we're going to be finding out tonight as this race unfolds for us. And we're seeing a solid lead by Hash Panda. Not too much of a gap between him and Dakota. Draco thrown back into third place. Daenerys thrown back from second to fourth. I'm guessing that Morango payload is dragging her down quite a bit. And Hash Panda's like cutting the corner as tightly as it can get. Do you think Hash Panda... Oh, Meds, I was just about to ask you the retake though. The retake of that position.
It's
Do you
fighting.
believe in Hash Panda? Do you believe in Hash
I
Panda,
do.
man?
I do, man. I do.
believe in him as well, man. I believe in him as
believe
well.
in
And
him.
Draco overtook Dakota. We're seeing Dakota in third place, man. Is Dakota being thrown back? Is he being overthrown right now? Is he being toppled? Is that what's going on?
I mean, I think Hash Panda now, at this point, with the lead that he has, it's going to be extremely hard for anyone to contest that first position. Even if they're pretty much close to each other, but you can definitely see that Panda has a solid lead, and if he can manage his consistency well, manage his boost perfectly, and choose and make the right choices from here on out, I think it's his. See, I think this is a mistake that he just did here, taking that long turn.
Yeah. However, one bump into one wall can destroy any race. That's
So
how it
be
can
careful.
go.
Yeah.
But however, the tighter you close those corners, the more of an edge you will get. We see Draco going for the gamble, and the gamble kinda pays off. We're about to see. No, because Hash Panda knew exactly how to time his boosts and maintain that big gap. We're seeing masterful skill from Hash Panda here.
That's the consistency we're talking about.
Exactly. I've never seen that turn being not cut, but taken so well that you still maintained an advantage over someone that cut it. That was pure mastery and skill shown by Hash Panda. That was pretty insane.
It might look easy, but the truth is when
But it
you're... it ain't, because you have your adrenaline pumping, and so you got to keep control over
nerves too,
your nerves in your head, and keep calm and keep executing those perfect turns, perfect boosts, perfect alignments, reducing... It's the little things, reducing the moves left and right to the minimum possible, because you want to cut straight to move from A to B faster, right? So, and it's all those little details that makes the difference.
The min-maxing of the pathing, exactly.
That's the perfect term to use here.
Yeah, they know how. Min-maxing every single path you take, and making sure you shave off every single second that you can shave off, because you saw the differences. 5 milliseconds, 1 second, 2, 3 seconds at
5
most.
Milliseconds.
Insane.
Imagine.
Bro, I can't believe
5 milliseconds. I mean, me neither. That was insane. 5 milliseconds? Holy.
I know, right? I still can't get my head over it. Morango's saying, who do the casters bet for? Like, who we're betting on in this match? I'm all in for Hash Panda. You already know he's my boy, Morango. So yeah, I'm definitely rooting for my boy.
I personally think Dakota has his chances, and he can still put it. He can still pull it.
Dakota needs at least a second place here. At least.
Where is he standing now?
But third, but Draco is getting contested.
Dakota.
Yeah. Dakota was thrown way back. Hash Panda still in first place. It's very locked and loaded. Draco in second. Daenerys is still struggling with that Morango payload that she just had to bring with her to the final day of... Jarvis says all in Hash Panda.
Oh yeah?
Go Draco, go. Yeah, go Draco, go. Yes, Draco is showing up and showing out. And as soon as you say that, Morango, even in the chat, even when you're typing, you're jinxing Draco. He almost got overtaken by Dakota as soon as you typed go Draco, go. But barely manages to close down the second place that he was holding on to. If Dakota had just a minute more, he would have been messed up. And we see it here. Not even a second. Do you want to know the difference, actually? Draco finished 5 minutes, 47 seconds, 59 milliseconds. Dakota finished 5 minutes, 47 seconds, and 83 milliseconds. So the difference here was 23 milliseconds.
Insane.
24.
Insane.
It would have been more. It would have been way more, but Morango
sorry,
jinxed
brother.
him. That's why he almost caught up. That's why Dakota almost caught up. That's what happened here, right? I'm just keeping it real with all of you. All right? So
Sorry,
there we
Dakota.
go.
Sorry, brother.
Indeed, indeed. We have our first. And we have our
the official results.
Yeah, there we go. We have them. All right, so these are the standings for today's racing. All right, this is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. This was the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th places, and we have Hatch Panda in 5th place tonight, Draco in 6th, Dakota in 7th, which was highly unusual, and Daenerys in 8th, which she could have done way better if she didn't have Morango in the trunk. And Daenerys, good fight.
Third race?
No, not yet.
No? Not yet?
I'm trying to check if we're gonna be going for a break or if the
that's what I
or if
wanted
our
to know.
operators might be ready with the final race. This is the final that we're approaching. This is the one that decides it all. This is the one that's gonna decide who does it favor, because you're gonna be grouping up Sakhalin and Jimmy on the same lane. So the operators are ready to go. They're gonna knock them back to back, and that's gonna be pretty awesome. We're in for the final match, everybody. That's gonna be pretty awesome. Onizuka says Arman time again. I believe he's talking about Zinc, because Zinc has made it Arman time. Zinc has done insane stuff. I drove over number 19. What? Oh, this one's gonna be tough. Yes, it will be Morango, because we see King Buddha, the king of boosts. Jimmy, who's been absolutely dominant with probably the most wins in the season. I have to fact check that, but I believe he has the most wins here. We have Zinc, who has been increasingly popular and incredibly dominant since December, since Clash of Titans. I believe he's had maybe 3 tournament winnings, or 4. It's 3 or 4 wins that he had overall. I will say no name. Good luck all. Yes, Morango, please stop saying names, because Draco almost lost because of you. Zinc alias Armanovich alias Arman beats alias Arman the Great. I think, that's all of Zinc's aliases. He's Armanovich, he's Arman Beats, and he's Arman the Great. And Zinc. We know him as Zinc, because he's Z.incomeless, I think is what his username is. I believe it's incomeless. In any case, looks like we're loading. Yeah, incomeless. I don't know. Ink them less. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe. Well, ink is
Let's
a
call him
resource.
Zinc for now, and we'll ask him
Yeah.
once we have a chance.
Exactly. We should have an interview with him. That's what we should do. Which reminds me, you guys should tune
definitely a
into
good
our
idea.
spaces. You guys should tune into our spaces. Do you remember when, the time of the spaces, Meds, for the X spaces? Okay.
The X Space is every Friday. It's every Friday, 4 p.m. UTC, I believe. I don't know what that is.
Alright, well, you heard him. And if you're not sure, or if you don't know, but just make sure to double check us by going into Super Phoenix Sports X page and seeing our spaces. You can go in there, you can take part in the space, just raise your hand and ask, and we're all there to talk with you guys. You can ask whatever you want, and you can pretty much suggest anything that you want for the SPS team, which will keep growing and which will keep bringing in more new tournaments in so many different fields. So I suggest you check it out. And we're also live there right now. So if you're watching us on X, kudos to you.
Yeah, don't miss the X Spaces on Friday, guys, because we talk about a lot of good stuff that happened in the Star Atlas ecosystem in general, but We talk a lot about what we do in Super Phoenix Sports, and back to you, Nopera, so we can get back on this race. That's the finale.
Yeah, it is the finale, and we're underway with a very dominant Sakhalin Zinc competing for the first place. Jimmy being left out in last place with what seems to be a bit of a gap that has been created between him and all of the others. Maybe the fact that the team might not have considered him having the most wins be the tiebreaker discouraged him in a way. The bump on King Buddha. King Buddha, the king of boosts, is not going to get boosted up this race. Looks like it comes down to the two that I was kind of expecting it's going to come down to. Sakhalin and Zinc.
Still tight.
Still very tight. Look at these three. So grouped up. It's a cluster. It could be anybody's game right now, Mads. Like these four are absolutely dominant. I don't believe that there's a favorite here that can wait. Two different pathings. Well, who's gonna walk out? Pathing split.
This is a great idea from. This is King Buddha that we're watching here, right?
Yeah. It is.
I think it was a good idea to do that. Oh, bump again. You're. I mean, it's gonna be extremely hard for him to come back now.
Exactly.
3 bumps,
after those 2 bumps. Yeah, 3 bumps in one race, you're absolutely done.
Meanwhile, I can understand it psychologically because he's lacking and he's trying to like
gamble, take the risk
and gamble. Yeah,
I believe you. But look at this neck and neck.
This is insane.
No Zinkham's is just taking first place out of Sakhalin's hands. Sakhalin being kinda left in the dust, but not really, because Sakhalin boosts again and overtakes. Right before Zinkham's fights back, we see metal on metal action. We see a lot of...
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. That boost was so spot on. He just swooshed through, however, hit a little bit of a scratch on that wall. That wall did have a tiny scratch. We might not have seen it, but if you click on the replay, you see a little bit of a slowdown because Zinc just hit a wall ever so slightly, but it might be slightly enough that Sakhalin might have an opportunity to catch up on him here. So it just might be the one that allows Sakhalin to catch up on him, because second place is not where Sakhalin should be right now. However, honestly, I would root for Zinc. So Zinc has had an amazing run today, and he's been absolutely phenomenal. If one of them finishes first, that's pretty much the overall champion. However, that math is still pending verification, but we will see. Like, the team will announce it. But based on everything I've seen the past 3 weeks, I'm pretty sure whoever finishes first will win and be crowned champion. But we'll see. Yourself cannot win the overall champion anymore. We will be seeing.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Like, whoever wins here is probably a done deal.
Almost. Because I don't quite remember how many points. No, I can't put into math how many points everyone else will get compared to Zinc's points. So I'm not sure how that will go, because Sakhalin being in second place, because I don't think Zinc had enough points to win the overall championship here, but he can win tonight, which still will boost his points and his placement in the overall championship. But whoever finishes first between Buddha, Sakhalin, and Jimmy is probably gonna be the one that wins this championship. So Sakhalin is looking locked in. I think
he's looking. We're
seeing Sakhalin play
even at second
today
position
in a way where he goes for the second position. He's not getting first place, but he's done so much effort in previous tournaments that he now has the groundwork laid down for him. Now all he needs is just guarantee a second placer in all of his matches today, and he can actually close down the whole championship. So maybe he's doing the right thing by keeping himself in second place. But I'm not sure if that's on purpose. I don't think so, though.
I'm not sure either. But what we're seeing here is that Sakhalin is holding as much as he can to that second position and trying to reduce that gap that he has with the first, but I think at this point it's pretty much cooked.
Oh, we see the forking of the path go again. I'm not sure if he's still that cooked yet, Meds. I think that for a second it's not over until it's over. Let's see if he gets into those same bumps that happened. See, no bumps, because that's how Sakhalin rolls. the lines
That's the
were
smart
cut so
way to
clean.
do it. That's the smart way to do it
Yeah.
because those bumps might seem nothing. It's nothing,
We're
but
seeing-
they add milliseconds.
They
And
do,
when
and we're
at the
seeing a
finish
very
line-
reckless and gambly
finish line.
Sakhalin here.
Two
Yeah.
race ended with a bunch of milliseconds between the position and the other one. So each time you hit a bump, it's a few milliseconds
However,
against you.
This one crowns Zinc as the winner of this match. Sakhalin as the winner of Sakhalin as probably okay. I can't spoil this because I need the team to do the math on the points. But I believe Sakhalin might have won this championship completely.
Congratulations to all the racers.
That is true. That is true. All right. You see, the difference was about 2 seconds between Zinc and Sakhalin, and 2 other seconds between Sakhalin and Buddha. It was 2 seconds, 2 seconds. That's the second difference that Meds was talking about right before the end of this final race. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
As we await the crowning of our Season 1 Star Racer League champion. We're awaiting the big crowning as the team does the math and crunches the numbers of the standings and lifts up the board of the final standing. This is today's standings as we have it. Zinkemzes ended up in first place for today's sessions and matches. Sakhalin ended up in second, King Buddha in third, Jimmy in fourth. Now remember guys, these are gonna adjust their points and we're gonna be seeing...
We will know very soon.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be seeing the standings. We're gonna be seeing the standings very shortly as soon as the team finishes crunching in all the numbers. Man, that was hectic. I was kind of rooting for Sakhalin from week 1, dude. Seeing him come this far is really freaking good.
I think you were
I've
right.
seen him make insane comebacks.
Mhm.
You think? I should have gone to superphoenixsports.com. That's where I should have went.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I should have went.
Oh,
Waiting
yeah.
for the final standings. The final standings. That's
Final
what we're waiting for.
countdown.
The down. That's exactly what we were waiting for.
Yeah.
Alright. Crowning is gonna take place tonight, Amaka. Crash, salut! It's good to see you, buddy. I wanted to see you in these races more. Let's see you in the season 2, actually. You're still a good racer. I would have loved to see you in these races. But I know you're more of a shooter, and it would be really cool if we had another shooter tournament with you in it soon. Wink, wink. And we're gonna, we're gonna be waiting for more tournaments and more shooter tournaments as well that are coming soon. Let's see. Say, a continuación los resultados. A continuación. I don't know how to pronounce it in Spanish though. Trying to move it to Portuguese because resultados is how.
Continuación.
A continuación los resultados. I mean, in Spanish they roll their R's, right? So it's probably resultados. Whereas in Portuguese it's resultados. So I'm not sure. I think that's how it is. I think. You said it fine though. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I was right. Sakhalin
There
just
it
closed
is.
the gap. First
Oh my
place
God,
crown
Dakota.
champion Sakhalin, 26 points, 2 points behind is Dakota in second place, which is still a pretty big prize. However, when you throw away such a lead that he built up, I don't know, man. Feels a bit bad, man. However, Dakota, man, you were so close.
So close,
to
Dakota.
something
Man.
so great, bro. So close.
So close.
Zinc,
close.
however, pulled a comeback, overtaking King Buddha, overtaking Jimmy, overtaking Hash Panda.
Indeed, Miranda.
Zinc just climbed up from the bottom, rose from the ashes, and clutched in to third place, as we see, and which is a pretty good standing. That's still gonna.
Congratulations.
It's gonna be
Sakhalin.
pretty good.
What a performance. What a
I
performance.
agree. King Buddha and Jimmy
Dakota
tied
had
up with
Come
fourth.
on.
Look at the points, though. 22, 23, 24, 26. Neck and
So
neck
tight.
were the points. So tight. So tight. Hash Panda filling in 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in 5th place, actually, because we see a tie for 4th, unless there's a tiebreaker there that already decided King Buddha, but I don't think that was the case. And we see Draco and Daenerys sitting at the bottom of that board for now, as they come back for Season 2 with vengeance on their mind and probably a few seconds shaved off their lap tracks. So we're gonna... I wouldn't count them out just yet. Que voy la primera, siempre se ha dicho, los últimos serán los primeros. Ah, los últimos serán los primeros. Sing. Sí, Daenerys. That one's for you. It has always been said, the last shall be first. Yes. Yes, you are still the queen, Daenerys. Don't worry about it. Estamos en la primavera también. Alright, Kay speaks Spanish. That's interesting. I didn't know that. You learn more about your team every day. Results are on the stream. And thank you, everybody that has followed through with watching us, competing with us, or helping us organize these tournaments. We're very grateful to every single one of you. We're very grateful to our sponsors, and we're very grateful to everybody that has helped us make all of this possible. Now, I'm not saying this in a dramatic exit where we're gonna stop these. No. Because we're coming back next week, same time, and we're gonna keep coming back for quite a while, and it's gonna keep getting bigger.
And better.
Also, and better. Yeah, that's
and
true.
more diverse. Stay tuned.
Look
More
at
diverse.
Ooh, don't leak too much, but the leak is there. Yes, you heard him. We're gonna have a bit more diversity. I know you guys are thinking, how does it get more diverse than a guy like Nopera who speaks 4 languages and no one knows where he comes from? But that's gonna be a surprise for you guys. So it's gonna get more diverse. And it's gonna get more exciting. You guys have seen the improvement that we've had from the very first Super Phoenix Sports stream. And you've seen our streams get better and better and better, whether it was production quality, organization, prizes, tournaments, everything kept getting better. And it's gonna keep getting better until you see levels that you can't really fathom. So, on that note, without further ado, Meds, thank you so much, man. It's been an absolute pleasure, and it's been amazing to co-cast with you.
For your present, for watching. Thanks for participating. Congratulations to Sakhaline for this big win. And he's the champion of champions. That doesn't take anything from the other competitors that were absolutely amazing through all the racing season. Congratulations to everyone, and have a great one.
Alright, you heard the man, everybody. Have a great one. This was Nopera and Mads giving